In a world where the weakest ones can change the fate of their nation, where the gods themselves are being mocked by their people, a world of betrayal, a world of pain, a world of hurt, only one man will be able to bring the balance back to humanity. And that man is Derrick White. This is a story of how Clan the Spurs fan was completely right the entire time. This is Derrick White, the monster, and how Clan the Spurs fan was right. What's up, people? What's up, people? I just want to say that yesterday was amazing. I am so happy that my boy, Derrick White, was able to show y'all what he's all about. I am so happy that Derrick White was able to show y'all what he's all about. All the people that tried to tell me, Clan, we should trade him. All the people that tried to tell me, Clan, this whole season, what's the point? What's the point? He played like trash. He didn't play well. Well, guess what? Guess what? You were wrong and I was right. That's all I want to say. I don't know. Ooh, what's up, y'all? What's up, Bimbo? What's up, Bimbo? Clan, please stop it. I'm sorry, Jason. I had to do it, man. Everybody want to tell me what he is and what he's not. I don't want to hear all of that. I think he's going to be our savior. He kind of is. Nice intro. Thanks, John. Thanks, John. I want you guys to do me a favor. 2 things, okay? Number 1, I'm going over to Order on the Court shortly after this, probably like 20 minutes, and we're going to do a After the Buzzer live stream. So make sure you subscribe to Order on the Court because I'll be over there in like 20 minutes. Also, subscribe to Clan Loves Games. Yeah. I was like, what is that? I heard knocking, but that was something else. What's up, Clan? He is great. Let's just hope he's consistent. He's going to be consistent. He's not going to necessarily be consistent with the amount of points that he scored. I think he was the second leading scorer, right? He won't be consistent with that, but he's going to be consistent on how he approaches the game every single time. You're going to get some good plays from him. You're going to get consistent defense. Statistically, you can't depend on him a whole bunch, but he's going to be consistent in that regard. So I know what I'm going to get out of him. I know I'm going to get a guy that's going to find the right guy, find the open guy, make the right passes, come in consistently, play good defense. Like, you know what you're going to get out of him. But yeah, guys, make sure you do that. Subscribe to Order on the Court because I'm going to be over there with those guys at it'll be Harrison and Maddie, Harrison and Maddie, and I'll be over there. And also Clan Loves Games. Yeah, subscribe to that. Clan Loves Games, you can confused what that is. That is my new gaming channel, in which I'm not going to be doing a lot of like playthroughs or nothing, but I do discussions, and I have a video on there where I reacted to some TikToks, and I think that you will find some thorough entertainment out of that because oh my God, it was ridiculous. He's our dad. Okay. If you're talking about Derrick White, look, man, I have to agree. You're completely right. He is our dad. You see here. Yo, D White ain't messing around. Also, I love the lineups and rotations in our first W. Yes, I completely agree with you. Yes. Derrick White, man. I adore this dude. Like, you guys know, if you've been keeping up with this channel, I've been high on Derrick White for like ever since we first got him, right? Like, I've always been high on Derrick White. I actually was one of the people, maybe, I don't know, No, I guess I was. I felt like I was the only one. I'm sure I'm not. You know, you're never always the only person that thinks this way. But I remember when he was getting like 5 minutes per game, and I kept saying like, play him. Like he was getting 5 minutes a game, and it was around the time where Tony Parker was still on the team, and we gave the keys to Dejounte, and I thought that Derrick White was a better point guard. Just overall, I was like, he just has it. He has the it factor. Now, one thing I didn't predict is that he would be so good defensively. Like, geez, damn right, Harrison. Harrison in the chat, you damn right. Smug Clan activated. I had to do it, man. I had to do it. I have to tell them that I was right, because it's like so many people want to jump on here and say, you know, Derrick White should get traded, but I have to say that I was right, and that's all that matters, is that I was right about it. That's all that matters, Harrison. I was right. That's it. What, man? Even I was like DJ over Derrick White. I think DJ is a fine player. I just don't think he really found himself yet in the Spurs offense. I'll be completely honest with you guys. One thing that turns me a little off with DJ is I'm not keen on, you know, the interviews or talking about how, like, always talking about how, you know, you're the next one up, or you haven't seen what we're capable of yet because we haven't played. It's like, man, you get opportunities. I mean, I've seen enough DJ to know that he has a lot of work to do. Like, he gets the opportunities. I don't think that this season he hasn't gotten the opportunities. Like, yes, he's been limited minutes, but I mean, they literally gave you the starting point guard position right back after the injury. Like, and I still was of the notion that Derrick White should have been point guard because he deserved it the season before. But they still said, yo, we're going to give it to DJ, you know? So, I mean, I think he's gotten more opportunity than, say, I might even go as far as to say he had more opportunities than, say, Derrick White or even Keldon or Lonnie. And right now, as it stands right now, I trust Keldon, maybe not Lonnie 100%, but I trust Keldon and Derrick White over DJ with the ball in their hands. I just do. You know, I don't know. I think he's gotten the opportunities. It just seems like a lot of talk, not just from him, but just like from fans in general on what Dejounte is going to be. I don't know what he's going to be, but I do know what we have right now is Keldon looks like he's a monster. He already looks like a vet. Derrick White already looks like a vet. Like, I know what I'm getting out of those guys. I just don't know what I'm getting out of DJ yet. And that's not a knock on him. That's not saying DJ is trash or garbage or nothing like that. No. DJ has certain things in his arsenal that if he actually was able to utilize them to the best of his ability and to the best of our ability, you know, with development, he could be a nasty shooting guard. Like, I really think that he could be a nasty shoot first point guard. It's just the way this team, like, especially how we are right now, we cannot make mistakes. So those turnovers, and I don't think every turnover is created equal. I just don't. I think that certain turnovers comes out of you try to make a good play and it just wasn't, you know, it just didn't happen, and it happened. You know, you like, what's the example? Because I don't want to just get my words mixed up. Like, for instance, there was a play with who did it? Was it Witherspoon? It might have been Witherspoon. But it was a play. One of our players tried to make a bounce pass, and it was just slightly late, and that was a turnover. Yes, that's a bad turnover because it's a turnover, but at the same time, you did it trying to make the right play. But then sometimes when I see with DJ, when he gets a turnover, it's not necessarily making the right play. It's like trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a little off, and he got destroyed. The one thing that he's great at is defense. He got destroyed defensively. But I'm not trying to make this into like a DJ versus Derrick White discussion, because that's not the case. I don't even think, yeah, you're right. It was Witherspoon. Yeah, it was Witherspoon. But yeah, and I'm not trying to make this like a debate between those two, because I think both of them are great in their own regard, or really good in their own regard. I just think that right now, and I've said this for a while, Derrick White is that guy. And I think that the only reason why fans don't put him in that category of DJ is probably personality wise, because we haven't had a personality like DJ, really. And Derrick White, he's way more low key. And, he just doesn't get appreciated the way he should. And I think I've said this before. I think he could very well be the second or third, well, behind LA and DeMar. So it had to be third or fourth best player on the team, like hands down. And sometimes when he gets hot, he's the best. But the way that he throws his body out there, the way that he plays smart, because that's the main thing. He can play defense straight up, but he plays smart. How smart he plays, I have to say, dude, he's incredible. Yeah, you're right, Harrison. Clan was right. Clan was right. Clan was right. Clan was right. Let's see. Do you think we should trade Messi or Luka? No, I mean, even if you tried to do that, what would you get for it? I mean, you wouldn't get anything for Messi or Luka, man. No, first off, Luka's going to be great. I don't know what Messi's going to be, but yeah, Luka's going to be great. He's going to be great. So I ain't worried about that. DJ definitely still needs some work, but his defense is really nice. It didn't look really nice last night, but I agree with you. We've seen what DJ can do defensively. Last night, it just didn't look good. But then again, the lineups he was out there with or what he was working with, sometimes it was like, ugh, that wasn't completely his fault. You know what I mean? We didn't have any center to really back him up. When a lot of times when he was out there, I don't even remember Yaka being out there. Yaka was out there almost the whole game. But a lot of times where he was getting beat, it looked like either Rudy Gay was playing big or I don't know. We were just really small. So, I'm not mad at him. Defense. We know what he can do defensively, so I'm not mad at that. What do I think of Witherspoon's performance? I think he did good enough, man. For a guy to never really play a lot of minutes at all, for him to be able to go out there, do his thing, score. He really kind of scored. I don't want to say scored at will, but he took some good shots. He wasn't super hesitant, played decent defense. He was very controlled. One thing that I say about Witherspoon and Derrick White, both of them equally are very controlled players. They don't do too much. They don't, try to force too much. Now, sometimes Derrick White will, but when he starts feeling himself, but they don't force too much. They're very controlled, very smart players. So, Witherspoon did great, and I expect to see way more of him. Harrison Seattle. You're absolutely right. A fumble by a post player on a good entry is not the same kind of turnovers as getting the ball stolen in transition. One is not directly your fault. The other is carelessness. Yeah, exactly. And it kind of messes up the whole. I think it messes up kind of the whole. What am I trying to say? What's the word? I've been messing up all my words the last couple of days, but it messes up the whole. I guess energy or synergy of the team. Like when players know that you were just trying to force a shot instead of, passing it out or attempting to do something for your teammates. That's a question. Is anyone else trying to be adopted by Derrick? Anybody? Anybody want to be adopted by Derrick White? No? No takers? Okay, then I'm just gonna gradually take you off the screen, Trevor. I don't know what's going on with you. But yeah, man. I'm completely happy with that performance. I'm completely happy with the guys yesterday. I'm completely happy with Derrick White. Okay, Trevor, you wild. I just noticed this one. I would like to petition to have Derrick White be all our dads. Man. And from your profile picture, you dead serious. You're not kidding around. Wow. He did take 5 charges. It was nasty. He tries too hard. I think he's one of my things. One of my things that have been bothering. I think I want to say this too. I want to preface it. Preface it. This. Am I saying that right? Preface it. Preface it. Preface it. Preface it. This. I don't know. By saying this, DJ next game tomorrow, I expect him to have a good game. I do. I expect him to have a good game. I was actually shocked he didn't have a good game this last game because it was kind of like wide open for him to have a good game, especially with how small the Kings were. And he's more of a slasher. Like I was expecting him to have a really good game. So, but this next game, I definitely expect him to have a good game. My biggest thing with DJ that's kind of an issue that I see it as is when I think of other players on the team. Okay. And I think of like young players. Oftentimes, the issue that they have, and this is one of the reasons why I was so high on Derrick White so early, is Derrick White back in the day, when he was first with the team and he would come in for 2 to 5 minutes, people didn't see anything in him because they didn't see him scoring. They didn't see him, uh, you know, trying too hard or, crossing people over or anything like that. What I saw from Derrick White was him passing the ball, making good plays, and coming out of the game with like no assist, maybe one assist in like 2 to 5 minutes. And that alone, I was like, yo, I'm okay with this. Like I'm good with Derrick White doing that. And it really made me realize that this dude is not trying to show out for the coaches. He's not doing this just so he can get playing time. He's just playing his game. And I think at this point in Dejounte's career, like, yes, he's young, but I feel like he still has that in him where he's trying to prove something instead of just letting the game come to him. He's not going to be one of those players that's able to just go out there and just destroy you offensively. At this point in players' career, especially in the NBA, you kind of have a feeling of like how, yes, you can get much better, obviously, but you can improve your jump shot and stuff like that. But you have kind of a identity of what type of player that is. Right now, when it stands for DJ, I just think, yes, he tries too hard, but I don't know if it's like trying to prove something or he just genuinely think that he can make the ball go in the basket. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. But like I said, I think next game he has a great game. I don't think this is a matter of him like, playing like trash for the rest of the season. He's going to have a good game. I see it tomorrow. I will say DJ needs to be a pass. See, that's not in him though. Like that's not him. That's not what type of player he is. He's not going to be that. If you turn him into a pass first point guard, he's not going to be the same player. He's just not. It's not in him. He's had the opportunities to be that. It's just not in him. Don't mind him getting his buckets, but his buckets are premeditated as opposed to filling out the defense. Yeah. It's like when he gets down the court, he's like, I'm going to score, And like I said, this isn't me trying to compare I guess I kind of am, but I'm not trying to just compare the point guards and say one is better than the other. I just think that what Derrick White is doing fits what we need the most right now, which is somebody facilitating because we are lacking stars. And when you're lacking stars, you need somebody to be able to facilitate and get the other players involved. And I think Dejounte's at his best when Derrick White is on the court. For reals though, D White, Keldon, Lonnie, and DJ making our defense way better. Yeah. Especially Keldon. Keldon's a monster. DJ has a decent game, but he has to stay out of foul trouble or he will be benched. He was in foul trouble yesterday too. You do have to add that. He was in foul trouble. His fouls came out of nowhere. I didn't even see that coming when he got in foul trouble. Yeah, I didn't even see that coming. Do you think Pop will trade DJ? No. Cali. No, that's not going to happen. He's not going to trade. No one's going to trade DJ. Let's see. Let DJ free with White running things for the others. Yeah, I think this, man. I think I'm okay. I want DJ to start because mentally, I think DJ needs to start. I don't know if he'll start next game, if I'm being completely honest, but I think he needs to start mentally. I would have Lonnie Walker come off the bench, and I would start Keldon. I would have Keldon Start with Derrick White. That way you can kind of maneuver Derrick or Keldon wherever you want as far as who do you need him to guard. But you'll have 4 defenders on the court at the same time. Lonnie Walker is a decent defender, but he's not Keldon. You will have 4 genuinely good defenders on the court, and you'll have scoring because Keldon can shoot, Derrick White can score, and if push comes to shove, you can give it to DeMar DeRozan. Now, as far as the bench is concerned, I straight up have Lonnie Walker just run it and basically be the point guard coming off the bench. It doesn't look like Patty Mills is going to play, so I'm not sure if Patty Mills will even be there. It looks like they're just giving him rest, and I heard that Bryn Forbes won't be playing for the rest of the season. I think Harrison heard that when I was on OOC last night. I think he heard that, so I don't know. My boy Keldon at power forward. Yup, I agree, DJ. Yeah. DJ is at his best when White is out there, and I think, and I said this before, it's because I don't think DJ is a point guard. I just don't. I don't see him as just a because when I think of point, maybe I just think of old school point guards, but when I think of point guard, I'm thinking a point guard that's capable, at least capable of being a pass first point guard. Like, even when you think of the most shooting friendly point guards in the NBA, you can think of Steph, you can think of Dame, you can think of I don't want to say James Harden, but like Russell Westbrook. All those guys are shoot first, but they're capable of being a really good pass first point guard. Like, they're just capable of doing it. They can do it. If Steph Curry don't get enough credit for his passing, he can be a point guard. Dame can be a really good point guard. Russell Westbrook can be a really good point guard when he wants to be. And I think that that's the problem with DJ, is that he's in that position where, first off, he still has more to his game that he has to improve to be a shoot first point guard. And then number 2, I think we expect him to be more so a pass first point guard, and he just can't do it. It's not in him to do that. You know, he's more so a shooting guard or a guy that you can have run the offense here and there, you know, but not just, you know, constantly. He just can't do it. He make too many mistakes, and they're bad turnovers because they come across. I'm not saying he's this, but they come across as selfish turnovers. So I just think that right now you got to put it on White's shoulders. And I said this when we went to the playoffs. You got to put it on White's shoulders. Like, it just is what it is, you know? So I don't know. We'll see. What? Sorry, I was looking at something. But yeah, we'll see. Move Lonnie or DJ to bench. I would move Lonnie to bench only because I don't want DJ getting upset or irritated, you know? Lonnie, I think who will be most effective coming off the bench, I think Lonnie Walker, it wouldn't affect him as much if he came off the bench. I mean, he's just going to do his thing regardless. DJ, he already seemed, even as a starter, it seemed like he's trying to prove something. It's best just to keep him as a starter. You don't want him coming off the bench trying to prove something or, you know, trying too hard or playing too hard. Like, you don't want that. So I would just start DJ with White and just move forward with that, and then have Lonnie come off the bench. But yeah, I mean, and then maybe, you know, in the middle of the first, you can sit Derrick White and play Lonnie. Sit Derrick White and let DJ play a little bit more. You want to do something like that? I don't know how they would do the rotations, but I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. That's what I would do. All right, guys, I'm about to go ahead and get off, and I'm about to head on over to Order on the Court because we're about to do a After the Buzzer live stream over there. So if you want to join us over there, please do. That's going to be amazing. And also, if you like games at all, any type of video games, pop culture, anything that's related to nerd culture, pop culture, anything, I have a new channel that I've created called Clan Loves Games, and I put it at the bottom. You can see the little ticker going back and forth. Go subscribe to that on YouTube. Clan Loves Games. And as well, let me see. Make sure you check out our website, www.oocspurs. That's where you can that's where you can go and become a member of OOC. And when you become a member, you get certain perks like, giveaways, certain shows that we're not going to put out there for the public, stuff like that. So yeah, check out those two things for me. And I guess I'll see you guys over there. Just head on over to Order on the Court on YouTube, and we're about to go live. So yeah, deuces. I was right about Derrick.